Right guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Arbor beer, Arbor ales I should say, apologies, and we're looking at a can of the MEGS bomb, which is an IPA. Well, it's not an IPA, off to a great start. It's an American pale ale brewed with Simcoe, Mosaic, Equinox and Galaxy hops. And it's in this absolutely wonderful 568ml genuine tall boy can. None of this 440 nonsense. Arbor have done it proper. And recently gone into cans, so I think that's going to definitely help the brewery get the praise that I think they deserve, because I think they're a criminally underlooked brewery, to be honest. Well respected, but still underrated, I would say. And I've had some really interesting beers from Arbor up to this point. So yeah, an American pale ale. Picked this up from Northern Beer Temple in Manchester, in Wigan. I'm so used to saying Manchester recently for some reason, I don't know. But yeah, really nicely priced as well. You get a lot of beer for your money, and that's just with Arbor in general. But Northern Beer Temple, great bottle shop by the way. And 4.7% ABV pale ale. So I'm not sure what the story is behind the name, but I do love these big cans, and really nice detailing on the label as well. So without any further ado, let's get this beer opened and see what we get. Using my Anjunian Oktoberfest glass for this beer, and that's actually pouring a little bit darker than I was expecting. So let's see. So beer in the glass then, and there's also almost like a subtle red hue there, but it is primarily like a dark deep amber colour. A little bit of haze in there, definitely an unfiltered and unpasteurised looking beer. But yeah, it's sort of like orangey, bronzy, golden, but then some subtle reddish hues. There's something about this beer. It looks really nice on camera as well. But let's see. Move that out the way. No head to speak of, so if I generate some head, let's see. Yeah, you can't really see too much. About half a finger's worth of it's just a dusting of head on the top now. Slightly off-white, I would say, but it is primarily white. Anyway, I'm not with it because I've just had a nap and not fully awake yet. Even though it's now about 11:30, which is always a great time to wake up from a nap. Anyway, not in work tomorrow, so I don't really need to sleep at all, to be honest. But yeah, it looks fantastic. Let's see what we get in the nose. Ooh, it's got a real sweetness about it, this one. You get like a subtle caramel toffee aroma, but then you get loads of citrus, loads of quite dank aromas. It's definitely smelled like a West Coast pale ale. It's got that like a really sweet resin character coming through, almost like a classic West Coast double IPA almost on the nose. It's that pungent with its hop character. Yeah, sticky, chewy, mix of tropical and citrus. Yeah, that is a really wonderful bouquet on that. So let's give it a taste. Look at that lining as well. Really, really, really excited to try this one actually. So cheers. That to me has got the hop profile of like a classic American double IPA. It's jam-packed. You're getting the marmalade in there, like a very sticky sweetness. Loads of other citrus flavours, grapefruit, blood orange. Then you've got those like stone fruits in there. There's some berry character, a little bit of cranberry as well. And then loads of like slightly bruised mango in there as well. Almost like a mango chutney. But yeah, resiny, oily, nice and sticky. Lovely bold body for a 4.7% beer. Yeah, it's amazing. You could get away with thinking this is like a higher ABV West Coast IPA just because of how well utilised and intense those hops are. Lovely sticky bitterness on the back end. Yeah, I was not expecting that with this beer, and it's actually far surpassed my expectations, to be honest. There's even like a marmalade on rye character going on the back end, little spicy tones. But yeah, Simcoe, Mosaic, Equinaut and Galaxy. Lovely combination of all those hops working together brilliantly, complemented each other perfectly. You get that dank edge, you get that like tropical edge, there's a bit of citrus in there, a little bit of spice, all coming together wonderfully. And at about £4 a can for 568 mils, that's a generous amount of beer at a really good price. And yeah, I could happily just sit through and drink about 3 or 4 cans of that. I'm loving that like intense, hoppy, resiny vibe that's going on with this beer. It's amazing. It really is. I love like higher ABV West Coast IPAs, and this has all of that flavour, all of that intensity and robustness. But even the body's a bold body for what it is. But it's so easy drinkable because it is only 4.7%. It's the best of both worlds. And if you're getting a little bit bored of the overly sweet and chewy and hazy New England style IPA, I've been saying this a lot about beers like this. Perfect antidote to that. Yeah, that's a wonderful beer. I like that a lot. Can't find too much wrong with that one. So in terms of a rating then, on Arbor's MEGS bomb, I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. That's a lovely beer. It really, really is. It's got pretty much everything that I want and need. There's just one tiny thing that I think it's missing, but I can't for the life of me put my finger on it. So, little bit of a cop out on that rating. But would I drink that again? Yeah, I would happily devour multiple cans of that beer. Yeah, lovely stuff. So yeah, if you see it, definitely give it a try. So if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, then I'll put the reviews down below. Check out Arbor Ales. Check out Northern Beer Temple. If you've tried it, let me know your thoughts and opinions. So what's some of your favourite beers from Arbor? And let me know some of your favourite breweries that sort of go under the radar. Although they're like respected and established, but still you personally don't think that they get the love and attention that they truly deserve. Because I'd love to check some of those breweries out. I always like checking out beers that people really enjoy, because if it's someone's favourite beer, I want to see why they like it and then see if I can relate to it. So yeah, hit me up in the comments, and yeah, fantastic stuff. Really, really is a real surprise. Not that I wasn't expecting a good beer, of course, but it just did not go in the direction that I thought it would, and I'm very happy for that. So thank you for watching, and yeah, check out all those links down below, and hopefully I shall see you next time. Cheers.